Hello friends and welcome to Altcoin XP. My name is Anthony and today I want to tell you my number one reason not to use Coinbase, and it has nothing to do with it being centralized. Yes, Coinbase is a centralized service, but it also registered and regulated with the USA. I doubt Brian Armstrong would go through the licensing hassles if he was going to steal our money. Coinbase also has stood the test of time, something like 5 years in business operations, and as far as I know, they've never been hacked in any way that has affected their users and operations. So no, my lack of trust in Coinbase isn't the reason I don't use them. The reason I don't use Coinbase is because their support fucking sucks. I've had a Coinbase account since 2013, and when it works perfectly fine. I don't have any complaints other than the cost of fees. But when it doesn't work, I can bet on 2 weeks before someone responds to my issue and at least another week before my issue is resolved. And that's with pestering them via email, Twitter, and their subreddit. Let me tell you one story from my Coinbase experiences. Maybe about a year ago, I updated this computer's hardware. I installed a new motherboard and CPU, and I might have reinstalled the OS too. When I went to log into Coinbase, I got a new device authorization notice, which looks something like this, saying that they sent me an email whose verification link I had to follow. I thought, okay, no problem, that's not a big deal. But days passed and I still didn't receive the email. I checked all my spam folders and had them resend the email multiple times, to no avail. So I contacted their support via their website. A week went by and I heard nothing. So that's when I hop on their subreddit to get help. I made a post and a couple days later I get a response back. I went back and forth with their support over the course of 3 days, which was 3 responses from them, seeing as they'd respond once a day. It turns out that their system blacklisted my email address and they had to manually whitelist it, which required a couple more days to fix since they had to request this from another department. I was finally able to get back into my Coinbase account, but this didn't last long, as a few days later I was locked out of my account again with the same issue, the same new device authorization issue. I had to go through the whole same process again to get them to manually whitelist my email address, which, was another 3 weeks. They explained the reason for this happening is that I had their email addresses marked as spam, and their system automatically blacklists anyone who does this. After they told me this, I made sure that their email addresses weren't marked as spam or put in my spam folders, yet the problem still occurred. I'm also unsure how they can tell if I marked them as spam. As far as I know, Google doesn't email the sender when a message is marked as spam. And also, I'm unsure why they would blacklist someone in the first place for doing this. Anyway, I digress. Let's just check out Coinbase's subreddit to see what everyone else has to say. Let's see. The first post is from a guy who applied for a Coinbase customer support position at Coinbase's job, or at Coinbase. So, he highlights that one of the interview questions were, are you any good at macro responses? And can you satisfy 400 support tickets per week, per 40-hour work week? That's a joke, to say the least. Next is another guy submitted not even an hour ago about how to get help from the SEC for Coinbase. And then the third one down, another one that has to do with getting in touch with Coinbase support. The fourth one, 10 days unsupported by Coinbase. Can anyone help me by solving this issue? There is no purpose to this post other than to say don't use Coinbase. I do not live in Cuba, unlock my account. This has to do with Coinbase blocking people from countries outside of the United States. I don't know if these people are using VPNs or if they don't live in the United States, but Coinbase detects the IP address and then automatically blocks it. There's been a lot of false accusations from people saying that their IP is in the United States and Coinbase still blocked them. I can't log into my account and no reply from support yet. That was submitted 22 hours ago. So this whole first page of Coinbase is the oldest post is a day ago. By the way, thank you Coinbase for not pulling a Thamos and censoring your subreddit. I can see everyone agrees with me on your support problems. In my opinion, Coinbase should have spent more time developing a support system before developing GDAX and other products and services. Nothing is worth upsetting your customers like this. So please guys, don't use Coinbase for any time-sensitive exchanges. I've personally dealt with their lack of support 2 years ago, and I'm assuming these issues have been going on for much longer than that. Come on, Coinbase, get with it. That's it for today. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Also, please support me by donating Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Dash to the addresses on screen and in the video description. Lastly, follow me on Twitter and the Altcoin XP subreddit. Take care and see you in the next one.